You don't just become confident overnight. Confidence is something that you actually need to work at every single day. But the problem is, it can feel like that confidence is impossible. It can feel like those moments are so few and far between and that we're not enough to handle it. That we're not going to be able to make it through, that we're going to crack under the pressure, and all of those things may or may not be true, and they may happen and they may not. But what's true is that you are enough to handle it, and if you use the strategies that we're going to talk about in this video, you actually lean into the things, the tactics, the actions, and the habits that you can build to become more confident, then the next time you show up in an interview, the next time you have an exam, the next time you need to rise to the occasion, you'll be enough to handle it. Even though those moments may feel challenging, like the moment is just too big, like you're not enough to handle it, that's not true. You are able to overcome that, but it's going to take effort. It's going to take consistent action and using the strategies you need to be able to become more confident. Strategy number one is to build your skill. If you want to build your confidence, you need to build the reminders of what you're able to do, the reminders of what is possible for yourself. The more skills that you build, the more talent that you develop, the more competency that you have, regardless of what it's in, will trick yourself into believing to be more confident, will allow you to feel more confident in yourself and in your own ability. Strategy number one is to build your skill. Strategy number two is to welcome failure. Oftentimes when we think of failure, when we think of rejection, when we think of all of these things, we consider them and immediately put them in this category of wrong. We immediately put them in this box of they shouldn't have happened. When the reality is, failure is necessary to be able to improve. Failure is necessary to be able to excel. If you aren't willing to fail, you are not going to succeed. If you haven't built the ability to welcome in failure, you will not have the opportunity to be able to succeed. You will not have the opportunity to achieve success. Embrace failure. Welcome in failure. There is no one on this planet that has been able to avoid it, so you might as well welcome it with open arms. The more times you fail, every failure after that affects you a little less. It actually adds to your confidence because you see yourself as someone who's able to handle more. You're able to bring more of yourself to the moments. Strategy number three is have an end goal. So many people go through their lives random. They go through the motions, they take actions, they move towards careers that they don't want, apply for jobs that they're not passionate about, go to schools that they're not interested in, all for what? Just to have some semblance of security that isn't even real. If you want to have confidence, you need to have an end goal, an end result, a North Star that you are working towards, so that in those moments where you feel like you're not enough, in those moments where you feel like the moment is too big, where you're not going to be enough to handle it, you can look at your end goal. You can look at that thing that you are working towards and let it guide you through those tough moments, through the failures, through the setbacks, through the hardships, through all of the moments where you feel the pressure of needing to do a certain thing or becoming a certain person. Have an end goal. Number four, and this is one that it blows my mind how many people forget, is to put in effort. Confidence isn't something that just comes naturally. The most confident people on the planet are people that consistently put effort into themselves, into their own lives, into their goals, into the school that they want to get into the career that they want to pursue, into the relationships that they want to build. They put in consistent effort. If you want more confidence, you need to give more effort. If you want more confidence, you need to take more actions. If you want more confidence, you need to make more effective decisions every single day. Number five, to build confidence is to work on yourself. So many people focus on these external circumstances. They focus on everyone else's lives and they forget about their own. They focus on everyone else's experience and they forget about the most important person. Focus on you. Focus on your progress, on your goals, on your vision, on what you actually want, because so many people are living a diluted version of what their friends want them to do, what their parents suggest them to be, what their teachers and advisors wish they would pursue. When the reality is that's living someone else's version of your life as opposed to being you and living your own life with your own goals and your own passions. Decide to put in effort into your own progress, into your own growth, and into your own development. Number 6 is don't compare yourself. It's so easy to compare our chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10. It's so easy to look at the beginning of our story and compare it to the end of someone else's. Of course, we're gonna feel like our version of what we are living isn't enough when we're comparing it to someone who has years more experience, of more failures, of more trial and error, of more learning what's going to work for them. Comparing yourself to anyone else aside from you is pointless and will waste your time every day of the week. The only person you should be comparing yourself to is you. What you put in, the effort you give, the actions you take, the decisions that you make, and the commitments that you give to yourself and the people in your life. Are you sticking to it or are you not? Because confidence is the process of making and keeping promises to yourself. So how many promises are you making and how many of them are you keeping? How many actions do you take? How many habits do you decide to build? How many New Year's resolutions do you decide to create but never stick to? Decide to stick to your word. Number 7 is believe in your own ability. So part of confidence is believing in your ability to figure things out. Don't rely on these external circumstances to validate who you are or the effort that you can put in or the amount of things that you're able to do or the position that you hold in your own life. Believe in your own ability, and to do that, all you need to do is look at yesterday, the day before, the week before, the month before, and know that you are on a path to get better. You are improving every single day. That's confidence. Confidence isn't being this perfect version of yourself, being this perfect person that sticks to their goals, that has amazing habits, that wakes up at the same time every single day without fail. Confidence is about being better than the person that you were yesterday. Confidence is about being more of you than you were yesterday. That is how we develop confidence, by developing our skills, by developing who we are, by developing our understanding, our point of view, our perspective, not only on ourselves, but the world around us. If you want to build confidence, believe in your ability to grow. Believe in your ability to get better. Believe in your ability to give that presentation, to rock that exam, to get into that school, to get that dream job. Believe in your own ability. And number 8 is to accept your imperfections. Josh Shipp says, your imperfections make you human, and your humanity makes you influential. If you want to be influential, not only for your own life, but for the lives of the people around you, realize that it is your imperfections that make you human. It is your imperfections that people want. That is what people need. People are starving for authenticity, because your level of confidence will be determined by your ability to accept your imperfections. Your level of confidence will be determined by your ability to look at the things in your life, everything under the sun that makes you you, and be able to accept it and lean into it and not put it into a corner, not push it away because you're ashamed. Confident people know that your imperfections are what actually allow you to be confident. They will be the determining factor in your ability to feel confident and your ability to have confidence be a part of your life. And now at the end of the day, there will be moments in our lives that make us feel less confident. There will be moments in our lives where we feel like we're not enough, and that's okay. What matters is consistently leaning into the idea of who you are. What matters is leaning into the idea of you putting in effort every single day to becoming a better version of you. Realize that you are bigger than any moment, any test, any exam, any experience that you feel like is bigger than you, that will be too much for you to handle. You're more than it. Believe in your own ability, believe in who you are, believe in your own potential, because that's what you need to build the necessary confidence you need to thrive. You've got this. I believe in you.